Do you treat all your customers the same? Was a question I asked at a conference back in the United Kingdom. And around about half of the audience were nodding, saying, yeah, we treat everybody with the same high level of service, every person on every day. Apart from one woman who was sat in the front of the audience, just around about here, and she shouted out, absolutely, Geoff. Okay. I said, absolutely. I said, what sort of business have you got? And she said, well, we've got a boutique store here in the UK, a boutique store. We have handcrafted children's toys, homeware, kitchenware out of wood, metal, and stone. Very exclusive, very expensive. I said, fantastic. So you deliver the same high level of service every day for every customer that walks through the door? She said, yes. I said, what do you do? What do you actually do? Tell me about this service. And she said, well, we serve tea and coffee to the customers as they want to browse around. We serve them tea and coffee. I said, wow, how much is it? She said, it's free. Wow, that's good. And she said, oh, that's not all. We've got some comfy seats in the actual showroom so people can have a cup of tea. They can flick through the brochure. They can have a look at the products, and they can have a comfy seat. I said, that sounds brilliant. What happens if a celebrity were to walk into your business tomorrow? She said, like who? And I said, do you like men or women? You've got to ask. And she said, I like men. I said, okay. Think of an A-list male celebrity, Hollywood, movie, hunk. And she thought for a moment, and she shouted out, this is in the middle of the conference, by the way. She shouted out 2 names. Ladies and gentlemen at the Santon Conference Center, let's do it here live. Would anybody here like to shout out 2 A-list celebrity male hunks? Shout. Somebody said Geoff Ramm. Cyrus, I love you. I love you. What do we have? We had George Clooney here. Who else? Brad Pitt. Who said Brad Pitt? Anybody else? Who said David Beckham? That must be Gary Bailey. It must be Gary Bailey. She shouted out 2 names. You know how sexy you are when you don't even have a surname. She shouted out George and Brad. I said, so picture this. You deliver the highest level of service each and every day for your customers. She said, yes. I said, okay. George Clooney has heard about this amazing business and your amazing service. He's been making a movie for the past 6 months. He flies back to America tomorrow. He picks up the phone. Oh, hi there, I'm George Clooney. I'm quite sexy and hunky. People in Santon will think of me straight away. I want to come into your store tomorrow because I've heard about the amazing service and your amazing products. I want to come into the store tomorrow and I want to buy, to take some gifts back for the children and for my wife. However, I've had enough of the paparazzi and I don't want to sign any more autographs. I'm just a little bit tired. So would you close the shop for me whilst I browse? I said, would you do it? She said, oh yes, I would do that. I said, fantastic. I said, I'm doing a gig here today, as you know. I've got another gig tomorrow. I'm staying overnight. I want to buy some gifts in your shop. Would you close the shop for me? And she realized what she'd done. Because she said, and the whole of the conference, as one, said, ah. And I said, what's the matter? And she looked at me and she said, I wouldn't treat everybody the same. I said, that's fine. That's called celebrity service. I said, what else would you do for George tomorrow morning? She came up with 6 answers in 30 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Her service was already that high. And she upgraded it 6 times in 30 seconds. I'll tell you some of them. She said, I would get my hair done. My sister's a hairdresser. She said, I would wear my best dress. The floor has need polishing. It's need polishing and varnished for the last 6 months. I would do it tonight. And she said, you know what, Geoff? I would get rid of the tea and coffee. That's your USP. She said, no, I'll get the proper coffee. We all, every one of you in this room, you as an individual, you as a department, you as an organization, we think we deliver this level of service. And when a celebrity walks in, it goes to there. You know what that gap is? The gap that you never knew existed. The ideas will flourish from your team. We need to inspire that team. We need to give them the tools and the license to upgrade service across every single level within your organization. And if you can do that, that gap is your competitive advantage that your competition cannot compete against. That is celebrity service. That is how you can differentiate going forward this year, the next, and to be remembered in over 30 years' time. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been an absolute pleasure to, thanks to Oscar, to close this conference. I never thought I would thank him. But there's one thank you I want to put out there, and it's why we're all here. It's why a number of international speakers flew in, especially to see you and to share and to give you some ideas and to hopefully inspire your audiences in future. But there's a team. It's not the preferred speaker bureau. It's just a fantastic speaker bureau. Marilyn and Candice, but especially Paul McConnell. Where are you in the back? You must be somewhere. Let's have a big round of applause for the guys who have put this on to hopefully ensure the success of your business. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Geoff Ramm. I look forward to seeing you over lunch. I wish you every success. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Geoff Ramm.